Assalamu alaikum everyone, welcome back to Bonk Update. Now Bonk is close to the bottom. I think we are really close to the bottom here. And 951 is a technical target. Number one is because you have lost the channel previously, and when you lost the channel there was no retest that ever happened for Bonk, unfortunately, which was bad to see. Now that you've lost the channel, you're gonna go back to where the channel actually came from, and that's gonna be 951. And 951 is a massive discount again, because 6200 all the way down to 935 or something, or 950 is a 84% sell-off. 84%, man. On any given day, I mean, I don't get 84% every day. When am I gonna get 84%? I think this is for the first time after, I don't know when, but 84% is a very big discount. Now, if we go with this sell-off, this was 75%. The second sell-off was nearly 74%. Is there any other sell-off? The third one here was 65, and this is massive, man. If you've already made nearly 78 already, being the biggest one. Actually it was 80%, but if you do go a little bit lower down to 930, 934, 947, that's going to be an 85, nearly 85%, the biggest sell-off that you can ever imagine. And I think coming to 947 can be a recommended buying entry again. So the first one that I did recommend was at 2075. That was still a big sell-off, man. Regardless of whether you were successful or not, that was still 64% down, right? So it was a good idea to still try it off. But they had a different plan were different, and they suddenly just decided to break the trend line, and they didn't hold the trend line, break it down. And ever since then, you are on a journey to just go down to 951, because 951 is a massive demand box right here. It's a massive support that you can find ever. Now, Bonk was also on MEXC. So if we check Bonk on MEXC, we're going to find even more old patterns. So if we go back here and I show you, you can see that you can see the whole picture, right? The whole picture. So if I have to mark support levels one by one, number one was this trend line, which you lost, right? This was buying at the pullback of the trend line was the very first good thing to do, which has failed, right? So you put your stop losses, you take the loss, and you move on to the next support. So the next support comes down to this, which is going to be 950, because again you have some few touches in here, which shows that you have touch number 1, touch number 2, and touch number 3, and it has been always a good idea to buy down at that trend line. So if you see Bonk coming down here, I think 84%, and you're completely oversold, that can actually be a very good entry. Now, if that does fail, we go step by step. You put stop losses, and that if that fails, at least on MEXC, we know where the next support is going to be, and that is to this previous all-time high. When you had this one, resistance here, you had another resistance, and then you broke it. That's where you can actually buy again, and that's going to be this price of 471. So 471, but before that it's 950, right? So we have to see what 950 does. So 950, put a buying bid, put some stop losses. If it fails, try it 489. If that fails, then it's straight ticket down to hell to 18. You die. You completely kill this dog. Completely. You murder the hell out of it. So that's just how it is, right? So level number 1, if you win here, amazing. Level number 2, if you don't, I don't know, man. I'm not gonna wait for I'm not gonna take a very big risk. This is gonna be a huge drop. That can actually be 96%, and this can be from the top here, that can be 99%. Hey, don't get into the FUD that I'm trying to spread, man. Let's just focus on the very closest thing, and that is right now at the 950, right? So 950 is still a very big support at the moment. So 950, let's touch 950, and I'm pretty sure here we have a good chance to see the coin moving up again. So that's all for the video, and I'm going to see you in the next one. Office.